Hi guys, it's Ankita. Welcome to another video. If you're new here, welcome to Enchanted Bookings. In this video, I'm going to talk about Family Feud by Daniel Kowalski. Before I start talking about this book, I want to clarify that the author sent me this book. He reached out to me. He has published 2 books independently and he asked if I was interested in either of them. I read the description of this one and I knew that I was gonna enjoy it. But at the same time, always whenever I pick up self-published books, independent authors, I am a little bit worried that I won't like it and it's gonna be a drag. And I read it because I want to justify my rating. With this one, I'll be honest, I was pleasantly surprised. This is a total page turner, very fast-paced story. So in this one, we follow Joe McCarthy. He is an ex-Marine and now he runs a security business, successfully runs a security business. And his wife returns after having been kidnapped. When she returns, she is changed. Obviously, she's been through a traumatic experience, so Joe notices she is acting differently, which is kind of expected. But at the same time, slowly Joe, as time goes by, Joe notices that his wife is not really being helpful in the investigation to find these her kidnappers. And so Joe starts suspecting that his wife is hiding something, and so begins this action-packed thriller. I couldn't put this book down. I honestly just gobbled it up. I am I won't say very slow, but my reading speed is kind of average, but I was able to finish this fairly quickly because there are no fillers in this book. It is mostly a plot-driven story, just scene after scene after scene, which kind of makes sense because this author is a screenwriter. And yeah, so if you prefer reading books over watching movies, I would say you might want to read this book instead of watching a movie because it's absolutely thrilling to read this book. You would like this book if you're looking for a page turner, fast-paced book, plot-driven story, no fillers. You like the trope of the past haunting the present, and there was not a lot of character development, to be honest, because everything takes place in such a short time. Also, the focus was more on the action and what's happening versus character development. But I was totally invested in this story is all I'm gonna say. There's a lot of action in this later on in the book. I would totally recommend this. I think that's all I have to say about this book. I really enjoyed this. I think I would read this book on a short flight. If you're like me, you have trouble concentrating on really dense text while you are commuting or on a flight, this is totally perfect. The prose is very simple. Like I said, it's easy to fly through it. I liked it. I liked it so much that I went ahead and got his, I think this is his first book. This was his first book and this is probably the second book. I might be wrong. Anyway, I got his second book, Seaside Bridge. I am looking forward to reading this. Again, not starting this right away. I'll take a break. Sometimes I crave a thriller and that's when I'm gonna pick this one up. I love the book cover. I love the colors. I don't know how I feel about the gun on the book cover, but I'm sure it's part of the story and that's why it's there. There's a gun here as well, but it's not as prominent as it's here. But we'll see. I want to support this author. If you want to support an independent author, I would recommend this. And I want to thank the authors for sending me this book as well. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I'll see you next time. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.